Akala ang presyo ang mundasyon at kubro. Increase of technology and education.
I operate a video editing business called Switch on Video Editing. I edit video on my Mac using a single switch that I tap with my head. I'm also passionate about accessibility.
I mean, it's proof of the fact that technology changes so quickly to just look back a few years and see that the technology that was available when Christopher was in primary school was completely inadequate. There was very little access that he could have had independently to any kind of technology. Things have changed dramatically in the last few years, and perhaps if Christopher was beginning school now, it may be a different story.
Switch control on Apple devices can support Bluetooth switches. I use devices called the Tekla Shields, one for my Mac and the other for my iPhone. There are a number of ways switch control can be set to meet different needs. Here are a few examples on iOS. The basic technique is to use a switch to select an item or location on the screen, and then use the same or a different switch to choose an action to perform on that item or location. Three basic methods are item scanning, point scanning, manual selection. Let's look at item scanning. This highlights items on the screen until you select one. Item scanning is the default setting, out of the box. Thanks to auto scanning, this means iOS devices are accessible via a single switch. I use Mac OS X with a single switch, thanks to auto scanning, to do most of my communication and work. I have been able to customize my own panels using the built-in panel editor. I have redesigned the keyboard layout by arranging the keys so that the most commonly used keys are scanned first. I have built panels with keyboard shortcuts and mouse controls, such as the gliding cursor, for applications such as Final Cut Pro 10. I have been able to do all of this independently because I have complete control of my Mac. Switch control has also enabled me to access the Microsoft Office suite and even Windows via a virtual machine. I remember one day doing a class activity that was computer-based. Everyone enjoyed these kinds of activities. I vividly remember, all I could do was sit back and watch while a friend of mine completed the activity. This made me feel excluded and powerless. These days, there are many pieces of technology that allow teachers to include and empower just about everyone.
What's the last technology is there in order to everybody all the hard and